Ready. It's official. Welcome to On the Block with Cameron and McCrae.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to OTB, aka On the Block, with your host, Cameron. Cameron, how's it going?
Woo! Vice host, baby.
Vice host
Let's
and
go.
co-host. I'm just gonna keep on trying to thrust the host upon
The
you.
coast?
The coast to coast, yeah, space coast. No, I'm definitely just gonna keep on trying to thrust that upon you. I'm always
Okay.
thrusting. How's it going? How's it going?
Good.
Good,
man.
I think
It's
that
going
was a perfect intro. I think that one was pretty much spot on.
Practice makes perfect, eh?
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking. I'm loving it.
Do you like that? Did you notice? I'm trying to
Mute in the
get
beginning?
a Canadian
Oh.
accent. No. I'm like saying A now.
Yeah, it'll happen when you start listening to these people.
Yeah.
I remember when I started to like my real Canadian accent came out after I started watching Canada 2. Like the big accents of John Party and Arlie Shaban. Like we were talking about on the last episode how Hamza always has the upward inflection at the end or whatever. That's what I was kind of thinking. Arlie was the king of the upward inflection at the end. Everything is always like this. It's like, hey, I'm Arlie Shaban, and you know what? Things are gonna get wild. And like it's like a little bit Jerry Seinfeld. Like no, and like Arlie's, for whatever reason, it never pissed me off. Hamza's pissed me off. Yep.
Yeah.
You gotta start working on your Canadian accent so when you go up there, you can fucking really ingratiate yourself with the local cultures that they have up there, the Tim Hortons scenes.
Maybe they'll actually think that I am Canadian.
That's
the
what you
goal.
want because they hate Americans. I mean,
well, that's because
we're Americans. I get it.
They're literally above us, and they think that it matters.
Yeah,
that
they
they're
look down
higher
on
than
us. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
literally.
Literally. No, I can't wait. Again, I hit up Ramses about driving in. We'll see what happens. I don't know. He didn't respond back to me. I don't think he knows exactly who I am. But man, I think that would be I think that'd be the perfect adventure because I don't know. Like I haven't had a good full-on adventure in a couple years now, where it's like I can just go like hang out with someone I don't know, drive a couple fucking hundred miles, and just shoot the shit with someone you don't know.
That'd be cool.
I love it. I love it.
What was your biggest adventure that you've been on?
I mean, like that's a different episode in its entirety. I've got so many fucking shit show stories, but I mean, my biggest adventure. Me and my girlfriend drove from here to Toronto for finale, which that was a huge like drive.
Yeah.
Me driving from here to Minnesota to Florida, to live with Amanda, that was a drive.
That's a drive.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't to live with her, but it was to live in Florida. That was a drive. That was a fun one. It's a good ass time.
So your biggest adventure was a road trip?
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Well, I mean, like, there's I can get into most of the adventures I've actually had. I can't tell on air. Like, there's a story about me and Frank Udy and Spencer Clausen.
Udy with the booty.
You
don't have to tell me. You can tell me later.
Yeah, I have to tell you that one off air. You have to let Spencer tell you that one, actually, because that's a great one.
All right.
Adventures, yes. I need more. I've been lacking. How's it going, everybody in the chat? What's up? All of Justin143.
I never actually
I didn't
sent
tweet out anything. I didn't tweet.
Exactly.
I'll let you tweet. I'll let you go do some tweeting. I'll fucking retweet it when I'm done. I'll fucking riff here a little bit. Thanks everyone for watching, as always. Big shout out to Hamster Watch. And also, if you guys are watching this right now, you can always subscribe. If you have Amazon Prime, you can hit the button at the top right and subscribe for free. That gives the feed, that gives me some money into my pocket, which means I get to up the production value. I get to pay more attention to it. Eventually, I want to quit my other job, so it's just straight Big Brother and production stuff. But also, if you don't have a Amazon Prime account, you can also sub just with $4.99 from your PayPal or whatever it may be. I mean, that's less than the cost of a sub, once a month. That's easy. $5 foot long, boom. You just like cut one of those out once and yeah, we're good. Okay.
1 second.
Yep. Yeah, it supports the stream. Everything is great. I mean,
My dog's going crazy. Sorry about that.
oh no, you are fine. You are fine. Oh, ghost. So what? I don't know. You tweeted that stuff. Okay, good.
Yes.
So let's
It's out
talk
there.
about a little bit about the episode. I mean, there's not too much. I think the most notable kind of stuff. Let's see. I started, and there was a bunch of boring shit in the beginning. A little bit of stuff we talked about, like the whole Hamza swearing on his wife's name or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
It was like that whole explosion fallout from that. I didn't really get to see that, so that was kind of a problem. Don't really know what happened. If anyone is in the chat that remembers or can like give us the play-by-play of what happened right there, didn't really pay attention, but I'm pretty sure it was what we've already talked about, so fuck it, doesn't matter.
Yeah, last episode where you could pretty much just swear on anything in the house. You could swear on the Bible. You could say that your grandma is sick and dying, and then.
Well, the other thing that we kind of didn't talk about is like, okay, I'm not a person that would ever care about that. Never would I ever care if someone did that in the house. But you better fucking believe that I'm gonna use that against you in the house. Like, if someone swears on something and they go against it, like I'm always gonna be like, oh fucking, this is this person's so untrustworthy. Like that's always fodder to be used against you. That's always gonna go against, like it's always gonna be bad, just because like I'm a person that I bring that up all the fucking time, even though like I don't actually care about that, but it's just something that I'd be like, that's just untruthful, and again, it's just putting more ammunition in someone else's clip.
Yeah, and also Kayla even was like, he could just say that he swears on him. It's like Kayla's on the level where it's like it doesn't matter. Oh, we got Sir Don in the chat. Let's go. Jonathan, I just got done watching his episode.
You're gonna have to, it's his episode. He owns every episode.
He did have a pretty big part of the episode.
You're gonna have to run me through it. We'll do that towards the end here. Let's just keep on getting through some Big Brother garbage here. Yeah, whatever. We already talked about all this stuff. I think I picked up. So they go out into the backyard. And there's Ika, Sabrina, and Kevin Martin outside, and they're like in their poses. They're in like, okay, so Ika's like shredding the letter, and then Sabrina's like on her little thing, like, you want good TV or whatever the fuck, and then like Kevin Martin's on the ground after he survived the triple. And so like they all had to stand out there and they had to pretend like they were being serious or whatever, which bullshit. Like they probably, I don't know. It was like a lot of fucking fancy editing and stuff like that. But like, so the thing was like to sit there and look at like, okay, this person's wearing this shirt, so it's gonna be questions about this shirt, blah blah blah, stuff like that.
It's like a memory comp.
Yep. One of the funniest parts of it, like, was Marin is trying to talk to Veronica, and he's like, "Oh yeah, so I think we gotta memorize stuff." And she's just, and she's just like, "Marin, I'm trying to study," and she just like walks away from him, straight up walks away from him. Amazing little piece of content right there. I thought that was so fucking funny. But like, yeah,
Marin's on like a completely like different planet.
Yeah, and another great moment was Derek walks out there and he's like, everyone's going crazy, and I'm just like, who are these people? And like, for whatever reason, I love that edit. I love the person that's like the guy who doesn't know what's going on, like the dude that doesn't really know.
In BBOTT with Chrissy, did not like.
See, I don't even remember. I don't remember OTT. Sorry, OTTers.
Yeah. Dude, I remember OTT. I love that season.
No, it was good, but yeah, I don't remember the little ins and outs. That's funny though.
But like, freaking Jason walks in the house and Chrissy's like, "Who are you?" Like, I don't know.
That's great. Yeah, no, I think Derek plays the fucking like, what's going on? Way better. Like, he's just like, he fits into that where it's like he doesn't know. This is great. Like, you're laughing at a fucking dipshit, but he's also like, yeah. He's good. I like it. But yeah, so they just did that kind of stuff. It was cool. I like that they bring people back, but like Ica, legendary. Her shredding the things, like that was so legendary. The
Yeah.
Sabrina, that was the same season, right? Ica and Sabrina, same season.
Yeah.
Like, and that's
And-
when Sabrina was like, "You want good TV?" That was that same season, right?
Yeah. Did you watch the advertisement for this HOH comp?
Mm-mm.
Like they had Ika, Sabrina, and Kevin. I saw this on Twitter,
Mhm.
and they're basically all screaming, "Do you want good TV? Tune in tonight." And I was just
Well,
like, "What
and
is going on?"
well, yeah, and like I love all three of those people. Like they're all fucking equally awesome people that I've had great conversation with. They're great, but like to me, it's just like okay, Ica's I get. Like that was
Yeah.
a fucking sensational moment. Like Sabrina's even was a sensational moment, but the problem is that it's like that's from the same season. Like why don't you have a season 2 thing, a season 3 thing, a season 4 thing, and a season like
Yeah, but
it just
I
seemed
also
like
feel like
the season 5
Sabrina's the
thing.
odd one out.
Oh really? I thought Kevin was the odd one out.
Really? No.
Like him being on the floor from like
Because he survived like what killed him last time.
okay,
That's
so
why it's so important.
thinking about it right now, they should have just had fucking Godfrey like suspended up in the air in his midair jump. That's a
Yeah.
fucking moment. Like that is one of my I think that might be one of my all-time favorite live TV moments of anything, even though it wasn't live, but like that was
Yeah.
a fucking moment that was so incredible. Like I remember that used to be my background for a long time where he's just like fucking
Really?
flying out of the air. Like that's the coolest photo that's come out of anything Big Brother, in my opinion. Like they should have just had him suspended up in the air. That would be your season 3. What was season 4? Who was in season 4?
There was the twins.
Oh yeah, that's
Kelsey.
right. Kelsey. I don't remember too much of that season.
You could just have Tim just be there.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to fucking. I'm sure that's why they didn't do it. It cost a bunch of money.
Oh,
they
here's
they
why.
could have had Nikki.
You get Tim with some gummy bears. Boom.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That'd be good.
But there
Or
wasn't
Cat-
really
I
anything
Cat.
iconic.
No. There. I don't. Yeah, that season was not that fucking memorable to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really think anything Cassandra did was like too amazing.
I was a
Like,
big Cassandra fan.
Really?
I was all about
Why
Cassandra.
is that?
Because I was in love with her.
Oh.
I was sweet on
Well,
her.
that changes things.
Yeah. Yeah, no. No, I just thought she was that boss bitch archetype that I fucking love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think again, I just do not think that season was that memorable. The thing, yeah, I remember like the twins' mom. I love their
And
mom.
Joel was in that season.
Oh, Joel's probably the most memorable part of that season, to be honest. Like, just because I fucking love Joel and I talk to Joel all the time. We still gotta have that
Yeah.
son of a bitch on. That goofy motherfucker.
Yeah.
God, I love him. Getting back, I still do not. I think Kevin's was the odd one out, where it's just like, that's hardly a moment. Laying on the ground, congrats. Like,
He also
I
had to
don't know.
win the veto then, too.
Well,
Like, he was going to get
yeah.
evicted.
I don't know. Of course, but just yeah. It was weird. I hate that. Like you can already tell like they're playing favorites, and that's the thing that I don't like. That it's like I don't know. Like production has their favorites, and like I think people should be rewarded. I don't know. I got mixed feelings on this. It's too much fucking like inside baseball. So we got.
I mean, of course production's going to have their favorites. Like, it's only natural.
But like I wish production's favorites were like people that were good people, like that treated the crew like that films Big Brother with respect. You know, like
Yeah, but people don't. First off, that doesn't go on the TV.
exactly.
Second off, like, who cares?
But I
like,
also think I think that production probably like that like favors in or like factors into why they pick some of the people they like a lot. You know, like I think people that are real assholes in Diary Room are to crew. Like I don't think they get necessarily ass backed unless they're fucking like incredible game people. Like even I think Evil Dick is probably understands that they're crew. You know, like
yeah,
I think he gets the idea that like okay, well they have a job to do and they're doing a job, It's like one of the things that I picked up from Dan, like before I went in, where he would always talk about it too, where it's like, first and foremost, these people are doing a job. Like, you would hate to have some fucking asshole that's telling you like, like bitching at you during your job. So like, you shouldn't do that because these people are trying to make you look good. Don't fuck around with their livelihood.
Yeah.
I don't know. And like, to me,
sure.
coming from a production standpoint, I was like, fuck yeah, like 100% I get that. So like, when people would be like, oh, I fucking went in there and I told them to fuck off or whatever, I was just like, Jesus Christ, like, I bet they hate your ass. You know, I don't know. It's not the way to get ahead in life. Always be nice to everybody. That's my words of wisdom. We're getting way off track. This one's just going all over. I don't know. It was a memory thing. It was a cool little memory thing. I like it. Again, they gave them people to look at, which is huge. You know, like someone that you can fucking like, oh, that's Kevin fucking Martin. Especially that it's someone you can recognize. Like any new face in the game is always going to be awesome. Like, holy shit. Like, that's just such a, it takes away from the madness, I guess.
Yeah. It kind of takes you out of it for a second. You're like, oh shit, I'm actually in this game.
There's real people outside this world.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Exactly. You're not in your little island, your little nook.
Yep. Exactly. Okay, I just had to fix that. Yeah. Kevin winning the huge, sorry, I was just looking at Yaspritz. I was reading this in my head. I didn't see the episode, but this was Yaspritz says. I didn't see the episode, but Kevin winning the triple eviction veto was a huge redemption moment. Yeah, and it was, but man,
come on.
I did like it was a huge redemption moment for him as a person and as a character, but it wasn't a television moment that fucking like stood out. Like, I don't remember how Ika played the game whatsoever. Don't remember what place she placed in. Don't remember shit. But I remember her being like, I'm shredding this shit, fuck out. Like, you know, like and that's a moment that you'll never forget. Yeah, I don't know. What's up, Lone Ranger?
Yeah. I think it was so great because, like, it was the illusion that nobody's watching, but they're all watching, which, like, made it so great. I think if she was doing it like with if she knew everybody saw, then it wouldn't have.
That was the best part. That was so goddamn good. Moving on, we get to the vote, and so fucking Olivia gives like another speech that literally my eyes glazed over, just like the most like it's just basic fucking Big Brother speeches, you know, typical fare. Let's see. I'm going to bring up Hamster Watch because I know Hamster Watch has the exact vote tally.
It was 9-2.
So it was 9-2, and the two people that fucking were dissenting votes were Veronica. God damn it. Veronica and let's see. Derek. Derek was the other person that threw out that vote. Okay, so Hamster Watch also confirms now that, Jesse leaves, essentially. But, like, Jesse had a plea that was fucking, like... They also showed this on the episode, too, where he pretty much was, like... He had, his room of people. Like, they were in the red room or the white room, whatever the fuck, you know? And then, like...
They're in the red room.
And so, like, there's people, like, walking by, and he fucking, like, grabs Maddie. I don't remember who it was, but he grabs some person, throws him in, and then people are like, what's going on in there? And he just fucking, like, barricades it with his, like, whole body. And he's just like, I'm telling y'all this right now. Like, if I go home, we are all fucked. Like, it was this fucking plea that was just really awesome to see. Like, it was so, it was like... And it all made sense where it's like, he's right. And if, like, I was there, I'd be like, fuck yeah. But, like, that's the thing is, like, they can show these moments, but things change from, like, moment to moment in the game, like, so quickly. I mean, it could have been a great plea. It could have gained traction. But, you know, everyone sleeps on it for a night. They wake up in the morning. Everyone shores up all their alliances and stuff like that. And it kind of just, like, washes out. I don't know if, like... He needed more foot soldiers on the fucking beat to sit there and, like, pump out his word more to everyone else and, like, really fucking try to hammer it home. I don't know if that would have worked. But, like, to me, everything he was saying, I was like, fuck yeah. If I'm in that group of people that he, like, talked to, it's like, yeah, I agree. So then when he goes up for the like when he's doing his nomination or his eviction speech or whatever, or like he's pleading, he's pretty much like, the people that I'm talking to right now know exactly who I'm talking to, and like you guys have to make this change. Like the fact that he already had like these people marked, they knew, you know, and then he could be like, these are the people I'm talking to, you know that I'm talking to you, like fucking get a backbone or whatever. Like I thought that was probably the best plea I've seen in maybe the past 5 to 10 years of Big Brother, or 5 to 7 years. I mean, name the last good plea you've ever heard in fucking Big Brother. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I I think I remember there was like some good pleas in Celebrity Big Brother, but I can't remember.
I just don't.
Any
But
of
that
them.
one, I was thinking about this earlier. We can never. Let's just not even consider. That's a different Big Brother. Just like OTT is pretty much a different Big Brother too. You know, where it's just like they break the mold on both those Big Brothers just because it's such a different format almost.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So then, what's a better plea? Fuck, I don't know. I hate when they do inside jokes as a
Hey,
plea.
fucking Bob's your uncle, and yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yep.
Yeah. The one thing
maybe
that
tell me about,
really grinds my gears is when they say hello to their family and friends, and like it makes me so angry for no reason. Like when I went on, I'm like, I'm never gonna say hello to my family and friends, but I don't know, like
maybe if you would have been there longer, but at the same time, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You want to fucking shout out your family? You're on a national, like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know how I feel about it.
I do think that, but that's what the live feeds are for. That you can shout out your family all day, every day. You know, it's not like
I broke Hamster Watch's website because I shouted out Hamster Watch.
Oh, nice.
Which is the best. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Like the problem is that it's the nature of the beast. Like Zach Rance broke that method. He broke the format of Big Brother. How do you break it? He fucking broke it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Follows Rancy Pants.
Rancy Pants, fucking and that was
R-A-N-C, like he like spelled it out.
Well, and like I just think that our season, like Twitter wasn't that big yet, and like everything wasn't that big yet. So like our season, no one was like about their usernames or anything like that. Like most of my cast didn't even have like Twitter at all. You know?
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think like Zach is the one that fucking really broke that aspect of fucking like I'm gonna be fucking famous, like social media famous. I don't know. Whatever.
If you go on a Big Brother expecting to be social media famous, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. No, I don't know.
Can you break the memory comp? Is there a way?
Yeah, I think
this
the
is
way
more
you
about
break
memory.
the way that you break it, and people aren't gonna like this either, is showmances or tight alliances.
Okay.
Like the fact that you can study together, the fact that like you can sit there and go back and forth with each other. Like this is when an alliance is very, very important. Where like people think like, okay, so Hamza's like, I'm going lone wolf. Godfrey is like, I'm going lone wolf. And it's like, yeah, sure, if you can socially navigate those waters. But the thing about it is this, I don't know, like it helps to like fucking repetition helps. It helps like other people's minds of being like, oh yeah, I remember this little part of the plaque that you don't remember. This was capitalized. Some bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
All that shit, like talking it out with other people is fucking huge. And I don't know. To me anyways, that helped with my studying. Was just like sitting there going over it over and over and over with like a bunch of people, not just one other person, like a good alliance that are tight, you know? People that have your best interest, you know, if they win also. So it's like, as much as I was studying with other people, like I was also trying to teach people or like be like, okay, this is what I saw for sure. This is the one thing I do remember. Make sure y'all remember this shit. I think it's not the fucking most glamorous way to break this one, But I think
Is it
like
better to divide and conquer, or is it better to all look at it and then all
I think
report
that's
back?
like just like what kind of learner you are, or like how you are at learning. Where to me, I think repetition. I'm better at like repetition and like, where it's like, okay, I don't know, like
I hate the questions where it's like, what number was in the bottom left corner, and there's numbers everywhere,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like,
just like oh
what
fuck,
was the
it's
comic
7.
book
Who knows?
number? Yeah,
Yeah, just
or the
guess.
page number, and it's like, oh god, was the page number 17? No, that was the number on his chest or something.
Yeah, and like if it's like I think the person that whoever's setting up that kind of those questions, like if they're good, they'll have like it like kind of like obvious but also dialed back to a degree. Like yeah, figuring out what number it is kind of stupid, but like I don't know, like it should be something that people can study for. The reason that you give people the elements in the beginning is so that they can sit there and study. So like it's fucking more interesting if you have people like you saw in this one, like everyone guessed right except for one person being Will, which I think is like, okay, that's one person that maybe didn't study just hard enough.
Yeah.
I like that where it's like, okay, this is keeping it close just because everyone kind of remembers the stuff. I don't know. I think that's a game that it can get nuanced very quickly, but at the same time, I love the memory ones. But the problem that I don't like about the Big Brother one is our Big Brother Canada is like they don't add that sleep deprivation element, which I
Yeah.
think is crucial. I think that's like the funnest part in the U.S. version, where it's like you have to stay up all night memorizing shit. I like that.
You like that part? I don't
Yeah.
think that's why. Why do you like that part?
Because I like that part because to me it was like sleep deprivation. Who gives a shit? Like I'm up all night anyways. Who
Oh,
gives a fuck?
it's like
Well, it's just like dialed
either
up for
way,
me. Yeah, it's
yeah,
perfect for me. But at the
it
same
helps
time,
you
I
no
think,
matter what.
well, and I think the other thing is that it's like, because like some people be like, "Fuck that, I'm trying to sleep." Like you're in the Big
Yeah.
Brother house, you're getting paid, motherfucker. Like what are you trying to sleep for? You got something big tomorrow? Like fuck off,
No, yeah.
To me, it's just like you don't have work tomorrow. Who gives a shit? Like people that are
Yeah.
upset that I have to wake up. Like what? I don't know. To me, that stuff, I think that's funny, and it's like that should never even be a fucking hurdle.
No.
Make some coffee. Let's stay up all fucking night. Who cares?
But I don't think it should be a staple either. I don't think it should be like, oh, memory comp means you're
No,
not gonna sleep.
okay,
at all.
I agree with that, but I also think that like they should have elements where they stay up all night. Like, okay, so we talked about last week a little bit about how I was like, fucking the cold shower shit. That's
Yeah.
bullshit. Like that is bullshit, but like they should also do some like sleep deprivation activities.
No, well, they have like if you're in a unitard, they have things where it's like, oh, you gotta wake up and cook hot dogs, or you have to
Yeah,
do
that one's
jumping jacks.
good. I liked.
So that's
Do you remember
I like
Ian's?
that. What?
Ian
Sorry.
had to. Ian was in a dog costume, and he had to sleep
Yeah.
outside in the yard. To me, I was like, that's not a punishment. That sounds like camping. Like that would have
Yeah.
been the coolest fucking thing to do in the Big Brother house is to sleep outside underneath the stars, California night. Like I would have loved to do that. That's not a punishment to me.
I
a
seem to
luxury.
remember this happening in some Big Brother where they had to actually stay out in the backyard while a ceremony was going on. I think it was Big Brother Over the Top, and I think
so
it
too.
was
Yeah,
Scott.
yeah, that's right. Because he had the dog costume on, right? Was that what it
Yeah.
was? Or wait, no. Ian was the dog. I can't remember. He had some sort of costume on. I do believe it might have been the dog too.
Yeah, I think Scott had something going on.
No, I remember that for sure. Good old Scott. I gotta talk to that son of a bitch. I
Yeah.
messaged him on Reddit.
I wonder if he's if
Watching.
he watches BB Can.
I'd love to have him.
Well,
on.
or
Be great.
yeah, I was thinking
Um,
about asking Karen.
Karen? Karen would do it in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. I bet.
Yeah,
I'd love to have Karen on.
I'll send her a tweet after this.
That's a good get. And also, like, do we want to have the former house guests on?
Yeah, why not?
Like, I think I can get Andrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. How do you think you can get him?
I mean, like, my friend Roger knows Andrew from way back.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
from like when they're in
Small world.
kindergarten or
Dude,
something.
imagine Roger being like, man, all my fucking friends are getting on Big Brother. What about me?
Yeah, Roger hates it. He's a dude that I met through Big Brother and shit like that. But yeah, Roger's a great dude in Toronto. Hitman, Watchtower. He's who I play Sea of Thieves with. Whatever. Fuck all this bullshit. What else we have? Fucking
We gotta talk about the Hinky vote.
the Hinky vote.
Because I think you and I are on different sides of the fence for the Hinky votes.
No, I think we both love Hinky votes.
Oh, who is it talking to that hates it?
Who the fuck would ever hate the Hinky vote? That's insanity.
I tweeted it out one time saying I loved it, and the whole fan base hated me. That's what happened.
Because the fan base is trash. Tell me
It was
I'm
like
wrong.
the fans and like other house guests. Like Matt Hoffman was saying how he hated it. And...
What? Wasn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
And Eric Stein. Eric Stein
They're
hated
fucking with
it.
you. They're fucking with you.
No,
Eric
we
Stein,
had like
I get
long
because. Oh
thread.
really? Interesting.
Yeah, it was long.
There's two guys that we should have on. We
Yeah.
should try to book them for US.
Yeah, for sure. But it was like, so yeah, they hate Hinky votes.
That's insanity to me. Why? To me, it just creates more. Like, one, I would probably never do it. Like, I can't get away with it.
Oh,
Like,
I would.
Have you seen
I would
this
do
face?
it.
I can't get away with a lie. Like, that was always my thing where I was like, I can't lie. I'm fucking too dumb to lie. Like, I just have to tell everything straight. Just like, yep, this is the way it is. I don't know. I honestly think I'm too dumb to lie. I don't know.
Good luck, Jasper, at your open call.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love Hinky votes. I was going to do it if I had a chance. I would have even done it if I knew my ally was safe and he was on the block or whatever. I would have just done it. Like, fuck it.
Oh yeah, it's
because if you, I talked about this a bit. But it's like if you can control the chaos in the house, then and you know where it's all coming from, you have a leg up on everybody.
Yep.
And you don't have to be as paranoid as everybody else. So
that's absolutely huge.
Yeah. It's like Russell when he put the socks in the fire.
Yep.
That's how I look at it.
I like that a lot. I think that's a really, really my problem is I didn't have the cojones to do it, you know. No, the Hinky vote is something that's so plus, it's something that you can, at the end of the game, you can hang your hat on. If you get away with it, you drop that, and but with the way that the modern jury is going, like, they might be fucking pissed off at you for that, you know? So I don't really know, but at the same time, I think that's like a fucking, man, that's a resume builder right there. That's something you can hang your hat on.
You could frame it in a reference where it's like, listen, I've been playing hard since the beginning. I threw out that Hinky vote, which caused the paranoia, which led to Devin crying about his daughter or something like that. You could frame it in a good sense where it's like, I framed you all. I made you all bite each other in the ass.
Well, and that's something that I would respect immediately. Immediately, I'd be like, I got fucking played again. I'm already out of the side of the house and I'm still getting played. Let's go. You're my winner. You know, like, that would fucking light me up.
Yeah.
I'd be so happy about that.
It's weird. So in Survivor and Big Brother, it's all about that first jury member, the first person you put into the jury, what they respect.
Yeah.
And because what is it, like 40 days in Big Brother between when they get voted out till when they
that's true. That's something I've never thought about.
Yeah,
that's huge.
They don't get to really even know what really went down in the house, and they have all this time to taint the jury with whatever aspect that they wanted. Mm-hmm. Cody was in there for so long, and then Paul lost. Maybe because Cody hated Paul. Maybe he just didn't respect the gameplay.
Well, no matter what, like, that, like, fucking taints the watering hole, you know? Like, you got a fucking snake in your boot or whatever the fuck. Like,
yeah, with the jury's getting bigger now.
Well, what's jury 9 now? It used to be 7.
9, yeah.
And
which
9
is pretty big,
customary essentially now. That's huge. That's so many people to manage. That's really what the problem is. And I think you're 100% right. Like, those people get to sit in that place for so long, and they can just sit and stew. And so everything they say is probably just like, yeah, this person's a fucking real piece of shit. Remember when he said this to me? What a fucking asshole. Like, they can sit there and just really drive those points home. How do you combat that?
So here's how you get it to break, right?
Yeah.
Your ally accidentally goes home on 9. Like, that's like the best, the best scenario for you.
Yeah. No,
Like,
I was worried. Okay, so I realized that I talk about Big Brother my season way too much. I hate it. I hate when every time I talk about it. But at the same time, it's like how I relate to like the game now. Like before, it'd be different. But like Amanda going home, I was like, fuck, she's gonna taint everyone against me because she can't shut the fuck up. Like, like she's just gonna like. But that was gonna be one of my selling points, is that like, you think Amanda's going in there and making friends? Like, I've only got more enemies. Like, that was what I was trying to tell people. Yeah, no. So it's like, that's kind of a dual-edged sword. That can really hurt you too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword kind of thing.
Sort of
for sure,
Damocles.
100%.
Yep. Do you want to know who wins HOH?
Yeah.
Is it about that
Break
time
it
of the
to
story?
me. Break it to me now.
This coming in from hamsterwatch.com. Hamsterwatch, sponsor of all of OTB action.
Like,
I need some of those buttons to be hitting right now.
It's like, I want it to like go, and then it comes to you, and you got a microphone.
It's really windy out here. Yeah. The more you guys sub, the more we can do more fun shit like that. But
this is McCray Showers.
Exactly. No. Hamster Watch is reporting that Erica has won HOH.
What?
Now, what do you think about this?
Why? Wasn't I just saying that she needs to tone it down?
Yes, but you also confuse Maddie with Erica every episode.
Yeah. It's true.
So
but Erica has been like in a special circumstance like every week, it feels like.
She won veto week 2, correct?
Yeah, and then she was safe week 3, and now she's HOH week 4, and then the first week she couldn't even get evicted because she was in heaven.
Yeah.
So
I'm in agreement though. I agree. Where it's just like, why? Why did you win this? What? Like, you were literally on 0 people's radar.
Nobody.
Right?
Everybody liked her. I don't know. I didn't think Jesse was gonna go home, and he did. So.
You thought Olivia was gonna go home before?
No. I'm saying at the beginning of the week.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. And the other thing about it though is just like why wouldn't you send Jesse home? Like, I was saying this, I was talking to Roger about this, but like, does that make me misogynistic if I'm like, yeah, I'd rather send home the guy because the girl's weaker at competitions, or does it make you more misogynistic if you're like, the girl should go because I can bro down with the guys? Which one? Like,
no.
How are you gonna get high-roaded today on Big Brother?
All right.
Canada?
Well, let me explain. You don't look at the gender, McRae. You
Well,
just
no,
say, hey,
I know. Well,
one?
no, and it's not necessarily that, because like this big buff, like Christmas, like you're right. Like, Christmas would scare the fuck out of me, no matter what, because she's an endurance monster. Like any girl endurance, which like that's what I call. It's so bad. I'm gonna get flamed. No one watches this. All right, good. But like, that's a thing where it's just like the wall is like a notoriously like a girl favored competition, or like a lot of these
a tiny person.
Yeah, exactly. Someone with like a smaller stature, and like Christmas with all of her muscles and shit like that. It's just like she's got the best of both worlds. So it's like Christmas is the most dangerous person to me until she broke her leg. Then I'm like, well, fuck it. It doesn't matter now, But that's a thing where it's like Olivia, she's dangerous because she's got social game, but like she also has
Hardly.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm not in that house. I can't really say. But at the same time, it's just like Jesse seems more dangerous because he has the capability to win some shit that I might win.
Yeah, definitely.
I want him out. That's what I would think.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually, because like there's some competitions that are like up your alley, and you want it to be like only you in the alley, nobody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I'm
if
shoring up
like
my
if there's someone that was good at puzzles, I'd want all the smart people out so that way I
Yep.
could win all the puzzle competitions.
Exactly. Yep.
Like,
And yeah, I think like for whatever reason, I thought Jesse had that. I was like, yeah, fuck him. No, I don't know. What were we talking about? Fucking who? Erica's HOH. What does she do this week?
what does she do? What does she do? I think she has to take a shot at the White Room.
White Room is the
Hands,
outcast. Okay.
the will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's probably the best move. So she's solidly locked in with the Cool Kids Club.
I think so.
Okay.
I don't see. This is the problem. I don't think you should ever win HOH if you don't think one, if you don't have a target. Two, if you don't like need to win it. Like if people weren't gunning for you and like you weren't getting bad vibes. I don't know if she was picking up bad vibes in the house.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe people are like saying, "Hey, she just had a week of safety. Let's throw her up there." But
I also felt like she was just on no one's radar. Like she's done nothing. No. And that's the problem is that like now, as soon as she wins HOH, she should be on everyone's radar. She's had nothing but safety every fucking week, essentially.
Yeah.
Where it's just like,
Yeah.
well, fuck this. Like this girl is obviously a comp beast. Like in my head, like this is the worst move she could have done.
I don't like the way you phrased that.
Was it just what was it? What's wrong?
No, I don't like that you call her a comp beast because
Comp
she
beast.
wins. Like I don't think
Again,
she's a comp beast.
what did I say last week? Our last episode where I was like, comp beast is the word that you use to fucking degrade someone in the house.
Yeah.
And like that's how you fucking paint a target on them is calling them comp beast. Like I'm. But like
Yeah.
I think like that's exactly where I would start painting her. Like that's exactly how I'd start like phrasing it. Not while she's got in power, of course, but like you might whisper that to someone else, and hopefully
Like after the veto.
exactly, yeah,
competition.
exactly. After that, then it's like she should be on everyone's radar because she's looking more and more dangerous. And this is another thing to add to her fucking trophy mount, essentially.
I think she's got to start locking in close alliance because she's close to people, but she's not
Everyone,
really like
really.
locked in.
No, yeah.
So maybe that's what she's got to do this week. She's got to like form a 5-person alliance, say, "Hey, this is it," and then roll with that.
What's your what would be your method to like alliance?
What would
I don't even
like,
know what the fuck I'm asking, I guess.
Like like ideal alliance member?
Well, no, because I'm thinking like, okay, so what I think the best way to a good alliance is you find one person, you make them your ride or die. You ride or die, and you go out and find another person, each of you, and then you bring in that alliance.
Okay.
So like, so you always have the power in the two as well as in the alliance.
Yeah.
I
So
don't
4.
know. Yeah, so it'd be a 4,
you-
but even within that 4, you retain power of having like that like okay, well we're solid. Us two will always. I don't know. It's just some
so-
bullshit theory crafting.
No. That totally works because in OTT, Morgan and Alex did that exact same thing. Morgan went and got Shelby, and Alex went and got Whitney, and
That's
then they were
huge. That's
Yeah.
so huge, and that becomes an unbeatable. Or that 4 block is so fucking big, especially when you start knocking off a couple of the first people. That 4 block of voting is massive.
And it's great because the duos that they think they're actually really tight with, like when they think that they're going to break off, you have the other person saying, no,
Yeah,
just look next
exactly.
week.
Yep, you got your other ear that's in listening to other conversations, all that kind of good shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good strategy.
Mhm.
It's not really I don't see it as a very practical thing unless if you're sisters, like it works. Like,
yeah, for sure. But also, like,
because-
if you're in a showman's,
all right, yeah, but if you're in a show, okay, Yeah, who the hell's going to be like, oh yeah, McRae, yeah, we're tight. Even though I know you're with
Well, fucking
Amanda over there.
well,
No,
yeah.
that's not gonna. That's worse. If
Well,
anything, now you're like appearing to be something that you're not, which is worse in my opinion.
yeah, it's, yeah, I don't know. There's a way though. There's a way to make a fucking solid four. Like, I'm curious to know how the brigade actually started. Like, I want to know
Yeah.
what pair of two dudes were like, we're fucking tight. Now let's move out from there and fucking get in the other people. Like, I want to know exactly how the thread of that idea became, you know?
I feel like it was Hayden and Lane.
They were two, yeah, that's true. But also, Hayden had his showmans. I don't know.
Yeah, but remember all four of them were going and getting.
They were all
like,
had their
a person?
parachutes. Yeah, they all had their parachutes. That's right.
Yeah.
But I thought that made for an even solider plan. But then they all started
That's
getting
four.
fucking like, they started getting paranoid. You know,
Yeah.
they fucking, that's when they take out Hayden's extra, and then yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I think we skipped over it again. The hinky vote by Derek, was it strategy or was it like he felt bad for
Stupidity.
him?
It was dumbness. There's no way he had strategy behind it. He felt
Okay.
bad because they were bromigo compadres. Like,
Yeah.
he threw him a vote because he was just like, "Ooh, what's it gonna hurt?" And like, hopefully that motherfucker denies till he dies from here on out. I hope he tells Kayla, and then Kayla's like, "You shut the fuck up about this. This never happened. You tell no one, and we'll fucking use this." Because
No.
like, especially with Erica being HOH, you fucking like, you just have to be like, yeah, one of them is, yeah, I don't know.
There is a
can-
time and place where you'd want to be the only vote against the House. And I think that this is the only time you'd want to is if you have no allies and your only ally is like going home. And it's like, look, guys, I literally have nobody.
Oh,
If
you're
you get me
saying
out,
like you're saying like you throw out the vote and you tell everyone that you're doing the vote, but it's
Yeah.
not the hinky vote then, really.
that's not really. Yeah.
But at the same
because
time, like, I agree with you 100%. I think I like, that's one of my favorite votes is the like, I have to, like, my boy, that's my ride or die. Like, I'm
Yeah.
telling you guys right now, and so you're not surprised by when it happens, and like,
Yeah.
because that also shows like loyalty. That shows like,
Exactly.
I love that. So that's like one of my favorite votes is the loyalty
It's-
vote, the down with the ship Titanic style.
Yeah, because then people are going to be like, hey, he literally.
This motherfucker's
jumped
going
ship.
to bat. Yeah, exactly. That fucking is one of the votes that like that will like give you such like that'll give
I
you
feel like
wealth
it gives
in the
you
game.
leverage.
Yeah, exactly. That gives you leverage because it's like, yeah, this dude's ride or die. Like, he's gonna give his word every time, and then your
Yeah.
word becomes so much more valuable. Definitely, like, you have to find moments in the game to create worth when it comes to your word. Essentially, that's a great time to do it.
Definitely.
I'm
and
so full of bullshit. I hate myself.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm just getting self doubt, and depression. I'll drink to that.
No.
I'll drink to that.
I don't know. I think Dan did this in season 10.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever it was it Brian that left first? I can't remember. I think it was Brian.
I think that's his name. Yeah.
Yeah, he left, and then Dan was the only one that gave him a vote, and he was very obvious about it. And then
Yeah.
everybody's like,
Oh,
it
no,
doesn't
because
matter.
Dan was on the block against him.
Was that what happened?
Yeah, Dan, like, so Dan's whole theory of the game, or like, he has an idea about like the person that goes through adversity at the very beginning of the game, like, gets tempered enough to like face adversity throughout the rest of the game. So they've already lived it, so they're better. And so like that's pretty much what happened to him in that first week. Is he was up against Brian, and like Brian went home, and so like that tempered Dan is what he says or whatever. But yeah, no,
Oh.
I think like I'm pretty sure Dan did give like some of those solidarity votes as people left. But like that gives you stock, like that gives you trust stock that you really can cash in on at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Again, it's all about that like that economy, the economy of the game, like how much wealth you accrue, stuff like that, you know? Like
I just checked it. No, Dan wasn't on the block.
the
It
first
was
week,
Rennie. Yeah, it was Rennie.
Rennie
And
versus
Dan-
Brian?
Yeah, Rennie versus Brian.
He
Dan was
must
the
have
only
been
person that voted for Rennie.
really. I
Yeah.
thought he did he veto himself off? I thought it was like those two against each other. Maybe he was weak too. But I thought like that was always a part of his theory because he was on the block very early and almost went home.
Yeah, he was on the block next,
Mm.
and then the week after,
Okay, okay.
but nobody got rid of him.
But I'm
because
guessing
they're
like a little bit of that vote of him being like he gave solidarity. I bet like that little bit of economy that he did create, I bet that he did use that as leverage when that vote
yeah.
came around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, speaking out of my ass, sounds about right.
I mean, I knew. I think that is a solid strategy.
I like that strategy a lot. And like the hinky vote when you throw it out, like it gives you options. Like you can
Yeah.
deny till you die. You can be like, no, I gave him my word. You know, like it always usually makes more sense, or to be like, fuck, I don't know what's going on. What do you mean? I thought we were like, well, I guess we can't talk about it. Like celebrity vote, meta world peace was like, no, I thought I was voting for Chuck.
Yeah.
That's one of them. We can't talk about it again because it's an outlier, but I think that is really, really funny.
Well, it did happen in BB Can
One, yeah.
finale.
Which like I wish that Meta World Peace used that as an actual strategy. You know, like he knew better, but he was just like, I'm gonna play dumb and pretend I didn't know. That's fucking like that's such an insane gameplay. We talk about that about Gina Marie, where it's like, man, what if she was like, actually, I'm a law professor at, you know? It would have been game over. It would have been game over. She would have won 100%. She would have beat Andy if she was just
You
like,
think
yes,
that's one strategy that I want to happen,
dumb person
but
that's
will
smart.
never happen.
Yep.
Where it's like,
It's too tough.
actually, like,
You need to be
I
a
mean, I can see it
fucking
happening, like,
thespian.
where it's, like, I feel like someone soon is going to say in their finale speech that their parents are suffering a hard time, like, go totally Johnny Fairplay in the end and say, like, basically do what Adam Klein did, but not
fake.
actually, but
Matt
fake
Hoffman, yeah.
it. Yeah, Matt Hoffman, exactly.
Yep.
Like,
I would love that, and I think that's the kind of gameplay I want to see in Big Brother. But like Middle America,
everybody else would hate you.
Everyone
God.
hates that gameplay, but I think that's fucking awesome gameplay. I think that's so amazing. Make fun of whatever cancer or whatever, just fucking like use it and abuse it, and then fucking donate some of your proceeds to fucking cancer research. You know?
Yeah, if it does work.
Yeah.
Jasper has a good point that Josh said that he was a super fan. But
That's
I
a
don't think
twist,
that's
but
what I'm
like
talking about.
that's a twist at the end, but also like super like it's so that's nothing to be like I don't know anything about this game. That's nothing. Like like think about Danielle Murphy, who said she was like a nurse and she was like I'm a kindergarten teacher.
Yeah.
Like those two things are like weirdly like parallel, you know, where it's just like okay, you're playing dumb, but also like it for what reason?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Yeah. No reason to that.
Yeah, that's why I decided not to lie about my profession.
I think that's the smartest choice. Anyone that lies about their profession is fucking the dumbest game player there ever was, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But
Well, like,
I don't
what's
know.
the point? What is the point? Like, unless you're even if you are a neurophysicist, like Judd said it to me the best. Like when we were in the house, where it's just like this isn't fucking like who's the poorest, you know?
Yeah.
So like, what does it really matter what profession you are? Because it
No.
really isn't who's the poorest, you know? It's like about the game, and that's how it should always be, you know? I don't know.
100%. And I'm pretty sure that nobody cares after the first day anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like no one's thinking about it twice. Yeah. Except
No.
for, I mean, Olivia is a marathon runner, though. You forgot. You forgot.
What is she
that.
doing? What is she like walking up and down the stairs? Like, oh,
God
this
damn!
is
Look
nothing.
at her glutes. Yeah, these glutes are insane.
Maybe
She's gonna
she's
win
got,
every
like-
glute competition. What?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. What else we got? I think we're it. I think this is it, right?
That's it.
We're pulling in a short here. 54 minutes. I think it's. I think that's about it.
That's a good solid thing. You want to talk about Survivor? Oh, you haven't seen it.
Yep. Give me the rundown. I want you to give me the rundown. We got Sir Don Don might be in here. I'm not sure if he is or not.
Maybe not.
Give me the rundown. I still got to watch the episode, but I'd rather talk about it now than wait.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
So, basically, there was the reward challenge, and I'm convinced that the people on Survivor, they're like, when we reveal the food, all of you act ridiculously excited because
What? Oh
yeah,
my
it's
God!
like,
Rice.
it's like
yeah.
black coffee and pastries.
You fucking
Holy
me, Jeff!
shit!
Yeah.
Yeah,
People
like
are
they were
out of
all
control.
going like
Ape
bananas.
shit.
Yeah. So yeah, Sir Don Don's team won. The challenge, the fucking beautiful dude, the Christian lover dude.
All of them.
It was
Oh,
no
okay.
the blonde
blonde guy
yeah,
in the purple team.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He won it for them because he used to play college baseball, and it was basically a pitching competition.
His name
so
Chris.
yeah,
Okay.
it might be.
It's some bland ass name. It's Chris.
Yeah,
Okay.
bland ass name for like the most vanilla guy out there.
Yeah, 100%.
He's
He's
whiter
very fucking yeah, exactly.
He's whiter than Wonder Bread.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that was cool because he was like literally hitting every target. It was like boom,
Just
boom, and it was
gunning
like
'em.
it showed like a continuous shot of him just like fucking gunning it every time.
Sweet. I like that.
Yeah, and Seabass never got like any of them.
Seabass.
Like I
Kick
love
his
that.
ass, Seabass. Yeah.
So yeah, then Sir Don Don gets back. He has like an emotional moment, or he's remembering about his family and his grandma, and there's like a whole story about his grandma who's sick, and he left his grandma who he like takes care of, and his mom
Yeah.
has to take care of his grandma, but his mom is also sick too, like she's on disability.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, so there's like a whole like level where he had to come out and do this adventure simply because he just loves the game that much.
Oh,
Which
this is Don Don's episode. It was
Yeah.
his episode. Fuck.
And he was telling us all to Laurel, and Laurel's, hugging him and stuff, and I'm like,
This is so
Yeah.
great. I love that. That's amazing.
yeah,
Oh,
I liked it too.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay.
What's your opinion on these emotional moments in Survivor, Big Brother, or do you think there is like a moment at all? Like, is there like should there ever be an emotional moment?
Yeah, there should be because okay, so I felt the emotional moments inside the house, of course, but also like yeah.
No, I'm talking about per the episode. Like, of course, there's
yeah, there's emotions and stuff like that, but like looking at it from like a purely production standpoint, like if I was making this motherfucker, if I was a producer, like you have to throw that stuff in. It shows the arc of Sir Don Don, like it shows like him, like this is why he came here. We saw like he struggled with adversity in the first episode. He couldn't dive. Now like we're gonna like sprinkle in a little bit more of a story here. Yeah, like from a producer standpoint, it's like, oh yeah, this is all fucking story, and this story is fucking incredible. Like this is gonna fucking like really get people into it. Because like me and you, we're a different breed of people where it's just like we like strategy, we like cutthroatness, we like all that shit. But that's like a lot of people don't watch for those kind of things. They watch for like, oh, like this person's a good God-fearing Christian, like, and they love their family. I love my family too. Like it relates to different people, different segments of the country. And so like I don't necessarily care for it necessarily, but from a producer standpoint, it makes sense because you're gonna fucking try to sell and make tickets.
So,
and tell
so you don't really
stories.
like it that much.
No, I
Is that what
don't.
I'm getting?
But if it's from Don Don, I mean, yeah, I fucking
Oh, yeah.
absolutely, yeah. But
Little
no,
Pink in the chat. Oh, sorry.
go on.
I thought you were done.
I'm done.
I was saying,
I'm
Little
done.
Pink in the chat. I'm sorry to hear about your grandpa or grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And she also let me know or reminded me about Chris, like Don and Chris then, because Chris saw that he was having an emotional moment,
Oh,
and he came up to Don, and Don told Chris, and then Chris said that he's also having the same issue with his grandma, and
that's
he's
huge.
had the issue for a while, and then his grandma passed away, and like it was like a really emotional moment, like it
Well,
touched me.
hell yeah.
But the reason I ask is because I watched Survivor with my family,
Oh.
and they hate these emotional moments. Like
I love
they're
that.
like what happened to
come
classic
on!
Survivor
Yeah,
where
yeah.
there's standing on
It's
coals?
just Colby Donaldson smiling at everybody with his perfect teeth. Yeah, what happened to that?
And I'm just like, what are you talking? They're still living in the area where hidden immunity idols are a new thing, and it's
Yeah,
like that
yeah.
was introduced in season 9
Yeah.
or something like that.
It needs to involve, yeah. No, I mean, like, I can see where they're coming from for sure. And I think, like, yeah, the problem is that, like, as a producer, you need to tell a story. And, like, if you can tell a story within a story, it's even better. And then if you can tell a story within a story that also affects your full over-encompassing story, it's fucking even better. Because, like, the whole, like, Don's grandma stuff, that fucking Chris relates to that. So it's like, boom, you get to tell, like, this little nuanced idea about this character. And now this character interacts with this other character, and that brings those two characters together. Like, this is all reality. This is all real life. This is all actually happening. But, like, if you can connect these dots as if it was a book, or if it, you know, like, if it was this over-encompassing story, like, it's all fucking money. You just see money signs in your eyes. Yeah, and it seems like Survivor actually thinks this is a good season, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, they are promoting it like, oh, yeah, this is a fucking great season. So I think they know where their bread is buttered, and I think they realize that they've got some money on their hands on this episode, or this season, I guess.
Yeah. And then Chris, like, because Chris did this, it really warmed him up to Sir Don. Sir Don is like thinking, you know what? I want Chris in this whatever I'm with in the future. And excuse me, same with Wendell.
Yeah.
Wendell kind of saw this all go down and was like, I think it was Wendell. Like, he was like, we're gonna want Chris because he's relatable. He's trying to work with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I like Wendell
Chris
a lot.
just like wiggled his way into that, which I like.
And he was on the outs.
Yeah.
Like, he seemed like he was, like, in a bad position the entire time, or, like, for a long time here. But yeah, no, I think that's huge, especially for that character, being on the outs like that, and then to wiggle yourself into something real nice. But, like, the other thing is that, like, them winning, like, they're winning, so it's like, oh yeah, fucking, of course nothing's going wrong. Everyone's like, let's all fucking be cool together because they're winning, you know?
Yeah,
For
sure. Yeah, it's these emotional moments, and it's not like Chris was like, oh, I'm gonna go create an emotional moment. He saw it and the opportunity, and he even said that in like a DR. He's like, I saw that Jonathan was having a rough time, so I wanted to approach him and talk to him about it. And it's like those moments there are what make good game players, not like someone that's like
absolutely. And I don't even think, I doubt, like, I haven't seen it, but I doubt that Chris was thinking about it as like a fucking, like, you know, a predator on prey. Like, I don't think he was necessarily thinking about that. I bet, like, his first instinct was like, I'm gonna go console this dude because, you know, or whatever like, again, I haven't seen it, but like, you know, like, a lot of times we want to attribute, like, the feelings we think we might have onto these people that are on these shows, where it's like, oh yeah, I bet he was fucking just trying to capitalize on the situation. But I bet, like, Chris seems like a decent enough dude. I bet, like, his first instinct was like, you know, this dude's a part of my tribe. Like, I want to fucking, like, you know, make sure that he's all right.
Yeah,
And I think that's what is the beauty of reality television. I don't know.
for sure.
Getting way
Yeah,
too meta.
you can come across as like too game body.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
that's just artificial, and you're like, like I'm having a rough time, and you're just trying to take advantage of me. That just makes me even more angry.
Yeah, but I
So-
think a lot of people I don't think a lot of people think like that. I think there are people in the
Oh,
world
I
that think like that, but like I'm fucking what is it? I might be the there's Thomas Hobbes and John Locke, or is it
I don't know what you're talking about.
there's one person that thinks that like everyone's born evil, and there's another one that thinks that everyone's born fine. Tabula rasa. There's John Locke and there's Thomas Hobbes. They're
Okay.
I'm whichever one thinks that everyone's all right. Oh, okay, we need to really fucking end this son of a bitch. I'm getting more and more drunk.
Reel this bad boy in and wrap
did
up
you
the
ever-
Survivor a little bit.
Oh yeah, go on.
Donathan's tribe wins immunity. Yeah, I can't even remember the challenge. It was like a slide puzzle at the end. They had to spell Ghost Island in a slide puzzle.
Slide puzzles.
Which, by the way, if you're going on any of these shows, know how to do a slide
Just do a fucking like. I would just nonstop study slide puzzles and be like, I'm good at slide puzzles. That's the
Yeah.
one thing I'm good at. You know, like, and like the other thing is like Big Brother. Why don't Big Brother do slide puzzles? That's
I don't know.
fucking like that's basic. It's easy. Like visually, it's stimulating. I think it's like good puzzle wise. I don't mind slide puzzles. I like them a lot. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think those are decent puzzles and to show.
And I'm really good at them. So
And
put them
so
in there.
put me back on Big Brother, please. Thank you. And
Yeah. So, Stephanie, the 18-year-old, and the blonde chick
Ooh.
have to go. Like, Jeff is like at the mat, and he's like, "Yeah, one of you guys are going home," and they're like, "Yeah, we know." So then the rest of the time, they're basically trying to figure out who to get rid of. The dude had the best, the 18-year-old, which, by the way, he's playing like he's played the game like 4 times. He's
Yeah.
playing fucking phenomenally.
Yeah.
He's saying like, listen, you need me for strength. We're gonna keep losing these challenges.
Yeah.
So you're gonna need me. And then the 2 chicks, the one chick, not Stephanie, was flirting with Seabass. So they got rid of Stephanie. Oh, and Stephanie went to Ghost Island and didn't get anything. So
that Stephanie went home.
yeah,
Stephanie's the
my
girl
winner
with like
pick.
the pink bottoms.
Yeah, the
Like,
rainbow.
her face looks like it's too small.
I never got that vibe.
Her face looks like it's too small, and then
Her face looks too. Maybe because her hair is just like
I don't
Fucking
know, but
fucking giant. It's like bigger than my desk.
who's the guy on that tribe also, who looks like he's a fucking Snapchat filter?
The 18-year-old.
No. The dude that always
100%.
no, I don't think so. The dude that's always talking about like the candy and shit.
The candy.
Or yeah, no, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's not talk about it. There's one motherfucker on there whose face is so weird looking. He looks like
Oh.
he looks like he is a Snapchat filter. Like
I think I know who you're talking about. It's the lawyer white dude, the weasel looking guy.
Is it? I don't know, but like I always imagine where it's like your mom back in the day would be like, if you sit too close to, or like if you do that long enough, your face will stay that way. Or if you
No,
look
I
too
don't think
long
it's
enough at a
Sebastian.
computer, it's Sebastian. I think it is Sebastian.
Seabass? Really?
Seabass.
Dude, his face is just like, you should have seen him at Tribal. He looked high as fucking
It
didn't give a
looks
shit.
like-
He's just like, whatever happens, man, I don't really care. And they would
Like-
just show him just looking around, just
I guarantee it's Sebastian. I think it is Sebastian. I swear to God, he looks like a fucking Snapchat filter. His eyes are huge. His mouth is small. It's fucking mental. Mental.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I've never picked up on that.
God damn it. I'm obsessed. Okay. All right. Let's fucking actually bring this ship in the station.
Let's bring it together.
What do you got for plugs?
Plugs. Let's plug my Snapchat, eh? I never plugged it.
Yes.
So Snapchat, Cubs suck 210. CUBZSUCK 210. Not a fan of the Chicago Cubs.
love it.
And the others, Instagram and Twitter at Cameron Hurd 210.
Excellent. And my shout outs are hamsterwatch.com for all your update needs, bmx-tv.net if you are watching outside of Canada. You can watch all the live feeds and the air shows. Also, Riley Rage for the intro song, super amazing. Also, BMX for the background image here, looks nice. Also, if you would like to sub to the channel, please give us some support, and that
give us some support, guys.
Yeah,
tell everybody how great
this show is. It's so fantastic. Yes, give us some support. Hit that subscribe button. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free. That gives me free money into my pocket, and it's amazing. If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for $4.99. It's fucking less than a sub sandwich a month from Subway. Do that shit. Also, if you sub to my channel, I will follow you on Twitter and I'll listen to everything you have to say.
He won't mute you.
I won't
or
mute
so
you.
He says.
No, I literally don't mute anyone actually.
I mute people.
I really don't block anyone either. Never block anyone. So try me, motherfuckers.
I've blocked like a person.
There's like every once in a while I drop all my blocks, and then I won't block anyone for a while, and then I get pissed off.
You'll
and
get them up again.
I'll block a fuck ton, and then I'll be like, all right, fuck them.
Yeah.
They got to me. I wish I could just be like, fucking McRae block, 2018. Let's go. Just never fucking care. I don't know. Whatever. You got anything else to plug?
Nope, that's it.
Excellent. All right, all you scallywags and scoundrels. It's been a good one. We'll see you guys back here on Monday at 9:15 Central Time. Thank you guys for watching. On behalf of Cameron, my name is McRae. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys next time on the block. Bye-bye.